Michael Stanley. I'm the director of Ink or Die.
Yep. Cheryl Heckman, Edmonds. I am the stylist and main character in the film.
My name's Keith Edmonds, co-owner and artist at Ink or Die Studio, and also in the film.
Awesome. I'd love to know in a few words what the film's about and what inspired you to make the film.
Sure. So Ink or Die is a short documentary about the studio that these two have built. So they met in a recovery house and have since gotten married and started a family and also opened this business where he tattoos in the front, she does hair in the back. That's why it's Ink or Die, DYE. And they really center recovery in their business. So they hold big recovery fundraisers in their small town, and he'll cover any gang or hate related tattoo for free. So I'm also in recovery with 9 years sober. I was in the same recovery house as them back in 2016, and that's how I got connected with them. We've kept in touch over the years, and I thought it would make a great story and was an opportunity to share positive visions of what recovery can look like, because we don't have enough of those.
Yeah, that's great. That's great to hear. I'd love for you both to talk about sort of what was your journey to opening the shop together, and then ultimately focusing on recovery as part of that.
So our whole experience, I can say, has not been easy. Just navigating life in general. Recovery alone is a lot, and it's an everyday struggle. And so that's one job. Job number 2, being married. Job number 3 is the 2 businesses that we run, the hair and the tattoo side, along with the piercing. And then we're also parents. So, everything we've received, the fruits of our labor and everything that we've gone through to get our business, the family, the nice things we wanted with all the responsibilities. So, it's like we want all these things and we're like, oh yeah, but it comes with X, Y, and Z. So it's just like navigating the balance of everything. But it's been very rewarding. Everything really ties in together. Like I said, recoveries are every day, everything that we do. And just trying to help as many people that helped us along the journey, and getting more of that out there with the underdog stories, and a little more shot of hope out there instead of just like the horrible stories that you hear and the deaths that you hear. That if you're vigilant enough and you work really hard and you meet some really good people along the way, you can become a success.
That's incredible. That's so inspiring and so great to hear. I'd love to know what was the process like film, because it's obviously a documentary film. So what was that process for you both, being filmed, and was it your first time experiencing that actually in the location?
So this is our first film that we've ever had a documentary filmed on us, first time. But we have had some exposure with like news and press, because we've done a lot of things in our studio for the community. So we've had news stations in our shop, and we've won a lot of awards for the services that we provide. So we also have been to like award ceremonies and things like that, but nothing like having a camera follow you around for a year straight. And especially in your business, where you kind of have to accommodate the film crew, to where, like Lane mentioned earlier today, like I felt so bad asking them to turn the music down, because we're in a tattoo shop and we want to listen to loud, heavy music all the time. And so, and we have a bunch of employees that work for us also, who were also extremely accommodating to the film and what we are trying to do here. And it was different, but the goal was to reach this point where we get to reach a larger amount of people and share a story of hope, and through all of the struggles and sacrifices, knowing that in the end it would all be worth it.
That's amazing. It sounds incredible. And I love just one last question. Was there anything during the filming process that you encountered that was unexpected? And if there was, how did you overcome that?
Yeah, I mean, any filming process obviously has its production challenges. A lot of the time it was just me and the camera, and that's always an adventure. But I mean, I think that we were really... I think one of the things that I wish that we had more time for in the film is so much of the community that exists at the shop with the artists and the employees, and so it was kind of positive, unexpected. You know what I mean? Like just kind of how clear the like social connections and like the support and the teasing and all of that. And so it was really, I think early on it was helpful for me to just like spend time at the shop not filming. Like you kind of have to embed yourself and get a sense of like what's the culture when I'm not here, when I'm not turning off the music, and then as much as we can to recreate that on screen or to to capture it without with a minimal footprint on what's happening. Yeah.
Thank you all so much. This sounds so incredible, and I hope you all have a great rest of your night.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.